Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. Today I have a really amazing guest on, Dr. Stephen Krashen, the originator of the input hypothesis, which is basically the most fundamental idea in all of my language learning techniques and methods. So thanks so much for coming on today. It's a real honor.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
I think a good way to get started would be to just kind of have you summarize what is your thesis? What is the kind of core contribution that you made to the language acquisition world?
Okay, my pleasure. The core contribution, I think, is that we acquire language in only one way, when we understand it. Most people call that comprehensible input. We don't acquire language when we speak. We don't acquire language when we study it. We don't acquire language when we memorize lists of verbs, et cetera, et cetera. We don't acquire language when we get corrected. All those things like grammar, vocabulary are the result of getting comprehensible input. This is how we acquire language. There are two ways of doing it. I should have said that first. You can acquire language, you can learn language. They're very, very different. A language acquisition happens subconsciously. While it's happening, you don't know it's happening. Once you're done acquiring something, you don't even know that it's there. The brain is very, very good at acquiring language. The other process is called learning. That's knowing about language. The subject and the verb are supposed to agree, etc. The brain is not very good at learning language. And we have spent most of our time in classes trying to make people consciously learn, and it's been pretty torturous. I took French in high school. It was my first language experience. And it was all grammar. Teacher was a very nice guy, but he really focused on grammar much too much. After 2 years of French, he agreed to give me a passing grade, which I didn't deserve, under the condition that I never study French in that school again, so I won't embarrass him.
Wow.
Today, my French is pretty much okay. That's it in a nutshell.